All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. G here, talking to you about 2014 2015 choir. We're trying something a little bit different. This is our handbook. I want to show it to you on YouTube. We start Monday, September 15th. Yes, band and orchestra members can also join choir. Everything is awesome. Choir 14 through 15. Please fill in pages 9 through 10 of this packet and bring it with you to our first rehearsal. Can't wait to work with you. We've got Mr. Gentry's phone number, Mrs. Mansky's phone number, and email. Personally, I respond to email a lot faster than checking my voicemail. What kind of music do we sing? All sorts of different styles. Halloween songs for our fall concert, spirituals, Christmas songs, of course, popular songs that you've probably heard on the radio. When do we meet? We meet in the morning, 7:20 a.m. to 7:50 a.m. It is 0 hour. It's before first period, and there's a special bus route just for you to pick you up a little bit earlier than you would get on your regular bus. The attached schedule is on page, I think it's like maybe 11 now. Daily rehearsal schedules. Everybody comes on Monday and Wednesdays. When we define you as an alto, you're going to come on Tuesday. Sopranos come on Thursday. Friday is small group work until we split into three parts. Then the mezzos come on Friday. Can I be in a band and choir and orchestra? Yeah, just the band and orchestra kids come with us on Mondays and Wednesdays. You're excused from band and orchestra on those days. What do we wear? Pretty simple. A white shirt and a black bottom, black socks, black shoes underneath a choir robe that we purchase for you, and you will wear that over those. However, on informal concerts, we wear blue jeans and a music department t-shirt to all those less formal events. Everybody gets a free music department t-shirt by selling one box of candy, which we'll talk about a little bit less later. Is it a graded class? Well, yes, it is. Everybody starts with an A+. You're graded for attendance at rehearsals and concerts, as well as one weekly assignment due each Friday. 3 unexcused absences from rehearsal. It's going to bring your grade down 1 letter grade, and if you're tardy 10 minutes or more from any rehearsal, it does count as an absence. Think of the concert like an exam. You'll unfortunately fail if you miss a concert without a reasonable written excuse from a parent, preferably before the concert, unless it was an emergency that happened that you didn't expect. So here's a calendar for this year. Some exciting things coming up. We're going to start choir on September 15th at 7:20. October 24th, we go see Annie. It's the show we're going to see this fall over at Timothy Christian Spotlight Youth Theater. That's a 9:30 a.m. show. People really like going to that one. We go to McDonald's for lunch. Our fall concert is October 28th, just before Halloween. November 13th is a rehearsal and a festival with Glenbard East High School. We meet after school, and we stay with them, and we have dinner with them, and we do a concert with them. November 21st, the choir and the orchestra are out of school touring the elementary buildings. In September and November, there are candy fundraisers. We'll talk about that. Poinsettias as well for Christmas. December 16th is our winter concert. December 19th, a winter school assembly concert. We do 2 of those before we travel and go caroling at Stratford Mall. In 2015, we either go to a spring musical or we go downtown Chicago to the Lyric Opera. February 5th will be our solo ensemble contest where we get to hear you in small groups and you get to earn a medal. Also, please note that if you earn a 1, that is the highest rating at solo ensemble contest, it allows you to be in our advanced ensemble in the spring. March 21st is going to be our choir contest where the entire choir performs for judges to earn medals. March 26th, District 15 Choral Festival. That is with the elementary kids in the morning, and then we all perform at MMS in the afternoon. April 11th, some of you, it's optional, choose to sing with the Anima Honors Choir. That's on a Saturday, I believe. Some point in April or May, we're going to perform the musical Annie. That's our spring musical this year. More about that coming up here in a bit. And April 24th, we go to the Glendale Lakes Golf Club to perform a couple songs for the Character Counts breakfast there. May 5th currently is our spring concert in 7 p.m. in the evening. And then in the spring, we always like to invite the Ripcords or maybe the guys group this year, the Extension Chords, and have 2 a cappella concerts at 1 and 2 p.m. Hey, this is for the parents. We invite you to be involved in lots of ways. You might choose to attend the concert, join us on a field trip, or help us plan events by meeting with us about once a month at our District 15 Boosters meeting. We'd love to have your valuable input. Let us know if you want to be a part of that District 15 Music Boosters organization. Other ways to stay connected, parents can expect a regularly scheduled email from Mr. Gentry called Choir Notes. This email will help communicate events in the upcoming month. Also, please view Mr. Gentry's District 15 worksite for documents such as schedules, permission forms, and copies of lost assignments. Even this is available in hard copy at www.tinyurl.com/Mr. Gentry. That's going to lead you to my worksite. Now, you are going to need your students' login and password to gain access to that District 15 site, but they should be able to give it to you no problem. Lastly, please check PowerSchool often to check for choir attendance records and updated grades. As we might have mentioned, this is a spring musical year. It's been a few years since we've done one of these. Annie is one of the most beloved musicals of all time. It won 7 Tony Awards. It's the story of a spunky orphan whose journey to find her parents takes her from home of a billionaire bachelor to the president's office. Featuring such favorites as It's a Hard Knock Life, The Sun'll Come Out, Tomorrow May Be Far Away, and the song Annie. It's a fun-filled, high-energy event for the whole family. We're going to see it on stage October 24th, and there's a film coming out starring Jamie Foxx on December 19th. Go ahead and see it in theaters, and then we're going to perform it live at MMS probably April, maybe May of 2015. You can check this website to gain audition materials early for the roles of Annie, Grace Farrell, Miss Hannigan, Rooster, which is a man, and Lily, Sandy, which is a dog, but in our show it's going to be played by a human. Warbucks is the rich bachelor, so that's going to be a guy, and there's lots of ensemble roles as well. Molly, Julie, Kate, Duffy, Pepper, Tessie, Lewis, Howie, Bundles, Drake, Mrs. Greer, Mrs. Pugh. Lots of opportunities for small roles if that's kind of what you're into. All right. In solo and choir judging performances, these are the categories: intonation and tone quality. Basically, are your vowels in tune? Pitch accuracy, are we singing correct pitches? Balance and blend, can we hear all 2 or 3 parts? Musicianship, phrasing and dynamics are what they're looking for. Rhythmic accuracy, are we giving the half note its entire value? Technique and diction, those are your consonants, your lyrics, and breathing. And stage presentation, which we usually do pretty well on because we're in those choir robes, but you gotta stand still with your arms to your side and smile as often as you can. Now, this judge sheet works a lot like golf, really. The less points you have, the better. So 1 is the best you can do. 2 means you might have made a mistake. 3 is a couple mistakes. 4 is you really need to work on that. The goal is to get all 1s here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1s would get you 7 points, which is the top Division 1 rating, earns you a blue medal. If you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1s and 2 2s, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 5 is a 9. That still gets you a Division 1 rating. You can see how it goes all the way to 28 points. You got more points over here. You will be getting no medal at all, not a blue nor a red one. Moving on. Starting our fall candy fundraiser. That kicks off in September 8th. It's a little bit earlier this year, but this is why. We're going to get you a free t-shirt. Everybody who sells 1 box, and that's our goal. Everybody in band, orchestra, and choir. We're looking at about 250 students in that organization. If you would sell just 1 box of candy, these bars are $1 each, you earn a free music department t-shirt. Now, if you sell 3 boxes, you get the t-shirt and $10 gift card. 5 boxes, t-shirt and a $20 gift card. 10 boxes, t-shirt and $50 gift card. And for every box you sell as well, you also get 1 ticket to dunk one of the music teachers in a dunk tank at the party at the end of the year. So 10 tickets to throw a ball into the dunk tank means you're going to be getting some teachers pretty wet. It kicks off on Monday, September 8th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. in the lobby, where you can go ahead and get your candy, but no more than 2 boxes, please. And any of these other nights, you can get more candy or drop off money for boxes that you've already sold on September 11th, September 16th, September 24th, and then we're done September 30th. Our goal then is 250 boxes sold. That's going to do really well for us. Here it is, page 8. This is the bus schedule. I Suggest that you download it and look very carefully for streets or corners where you live, where you're very near to, and it will tell you what time that the bus will be coming by to pick you up. At least the first couple times, try to be out 10 minutes early until they get that bus schedule really, really smooth. Please let me know if there are any problems with the bus picking you up or not arriving. We will do our best to get that fixed for you as soon as possible. This is a real pleasure to be able to serve you in the mornings with a 0-hour bus that the other kids don't get on. Technically, this is about the time high school kids get on buses as well. So even though for some of you it may tend to be a little bit earlier than you're used to, it is preparing you for high school and what time the high school starts. So these are the 3 pages we need back from you to sign up for choir, and give these 3 pages to us, stapled together, please, on September 15th. Your name, your last name. I don't know why there's 2 first names, so you could eliminate that one, I suppose. Your street address, city, state, zip, your home phone number, maybe a cell number. Now, these 2 are really important too. The parent email and the student email, write really legibly in those boxes so that we can type those into our email accounts. This is how we are going to communicate with you and let you know what's coming up. And so it would be very helpful for you to give us those emails and write very, very legibly. I'm in 6th grade, 7th or 8th grade. How do I get to choir in the morning? Do you take the A, B, C, or D bus according to page 8? Do your parents drive you? Do you walk? Are your parents interested? Should I contact them to chaperone some trips or be on the Music Boosters organization? Do they want to help with a spring musical? Are you also in band or orchestra? We'd like to know that, and making sure that you have internet access at home. By the way, there's a deal with Comcast right now. If you're on free or reduced lunch, you contact Comcast and you have free internet. You should talk to them about that this year. So this is your permission to join choir. Mom and dad sign it and date it. You sign it and date it. You need to know that nobody can quit choir without a letter from home signed by a parent. The students will be held responsible given the grading scale and attendance policies mentioned in this document. Any student missing from a performance without prior parent notification, hopefully, unless it's an emergency, are going to fail choir for that trimester, because that's sort of your final exam. Now, if you're also in band or orchestra, you've also got to sign this second part. Parents sign here, students sign here. And basically what it says, though we're really excited that you've chosen to be in 2 ensembles, you're going to be responsible for twice as much work as everybody else. And so we want to make sure that you're keeping up with the choir music and the band and orchestra music. Now, for you choir members that are in band or orchestra, we are going to be posting all the rehearsal audio takes and all the music in PDF and in audio form on our work site. So you can rehearse that stuff anytime you want, even just your special part. So we make that easy for you. But if one or the other seems to be kind of falling apart and you're not rehearsing very much for choir or band or orchestra, at that point, we're going to talk to you and we're going to meet with your parents and we're going to ask you probably to choose. All right? This is where we test your voice to find out if you're a soprano, which is the high voice. A mezzo-soprano is medium voice, and an alto is the lower voice. And occasionally we have a guy down here, and you would be a baritone. We want to know how tall you are, so that we can get you in the correct robe. We actually subtract 19 inches from the top of your head to find the robe size. What t-shirt size, adult t-shirt size you wear, because many of you are going to be earning free t-shirts. If you don't get a free t-shirt because you don't sell a box of candy, I think that t-shirt's going to cost you maybe $8 for our informal concerts. So I really would like you to get a free t-shirt. But if you're not able to sell a box of candy, $8 is what you're going to need to pay. We'll fill in a robe number and a folder number. I want you to download this, and I want you to read all the choir expectations. As a choir student, how you're going to behave. In rehearsals, how you're going to behave. How you behave during concerts and on field trips. We have a very large group, over 100 people. We've got to abide by these strict procedures. You know what? Students enforce this just as much as the adults do. We represent Marquardt Middle School everywhere we go and everywhere we're seen, and we don't want certain individuals to embarrass us with bad behavior. So everybody's going to sign these expectations there and date that, and that means we're all on the same page. Okay, we all want to look good, we want to act good, we want to sound good. So download this document from the tinyurl website that I had mentioned before. Go ahead and rewind if you need it. tinyurl.com/Mr. Gentry. Print out the last 3 pages and get that into us by the 15th. On September 8th, we're going to kick off that candy sale, so you probably want to be there. Also, if you can't make September 8th, on Thursday, September 11th, that's back to school fair, back to school night in the cafeteria. We're going to be there as well, handing out candy. So you could do that as well on Thursday, September 11th. This is Mr. Gentry signing off for Mr. Gentry and Mrs. Mansky. And you have a great day. Bye.